Hey y'all. So there's this really nice Thai restaurant called Thai Gourmet in Houston, and I met my sister and my niece there, and we had some delicious Thai food and talked and caught up with all of, the girl talk. So this is how it looks on the inside. I was being seated, as you can see. I'm checking out their little tea sets and like, wow, so cute. Yes. And I think you can also purchase some of the stuff that they have for sale in the front, and they sell dishes. That's my sister and that's my niece, and we're having tea. And isn't it cute how they had the little rice shaped in a heart? And so now begins the transformation of my parlor, living room area. And y'all seen this in the last video. I had to put together the furniture. The cats were all playing in the boxes, but we had a good time fixing up all the furniture and getting the house together. So I hope you guys like the new furniture. I ended up getting something off of Wayfair, and they delivered pretty quickly. And before we put the hardwood floors in, we had put together one piece of furniture, and we were waiting on the second piece of furniture. So I'm going to take you through the process of getting the floors. So they had to empty out all of our furniture and like push it towards the kitchen and in the bathrooms and such. You saw that on that short video. And then dust got everywhere. We had to dust. And then I thought about getting some new light fixtures. So I went to this store called Ferguson, and I was looking at all the beautiful chandeliers and lights. So I'm just browsing. I took you guys with me because I figured you'd like to see some stuff and like what I do during my day. So look at this really pretty chandelier. Oh my goodness. A lot of these were very expensive and some were reasonably priced. So I'm just trying to decide which one I want, and of course, I don't know. I think I may have to look online because these are a bit expensive, except for a few that were on sale. And I'm sure there's more online than the selection that they have in here, but they have some beautiful chandeliers. Look at this. So now I get to go back home and decorate the walls and move a few things back in place. The furniture is not going to be moved back in place till the next day, but I get to do the walls and kind of look around and see. Most of the furniture was put back here, so tomorrow the other room. So after the furniture is put back, fast forward, this is what we're working with, and we're just redecorating and getting a few things in place, giving a few things away, and just kind of redoing the entire look of, what we had. And these are some antiques and thrifted items that I found. Aren't they beautiful? Some really nice things that I got that I'm going to be using to redecorate with. And a lot of this pink glass is so pretty. I bought those at a thrift shop, and most of this came from thrifting. And I found some really nice pieces, vintage pieces. So I definitely scooped those up, especially that pink glass and these really pretty vintage looking items for my parlor and my dining room. This is an old vintage sewing or knitting basket. I found an eggplant teapot, a candle, what do you call those? Dowser. Some green glass, this really cute vintage looking hand mirror. I had to get that. And that really nice picture frame. I also found this lace, vinyl lace tablecloth in this really pretty vase. And this mirror, okay, and then that white mirror. Oh my goodness, it was only like $17. And these really old plates. Then I decorated this part of the house with just the same color scheme. And here's how the parlor turned out in the dining room. Isn't it such a difference? Such a difference a new floor and new furniture can make in a home. Leveling up your house and upgrading your home is also another way to level up, ladies, and also feel leveled up and be able to do leveled up things and invite people over and feel comfortable and good about your space. So make sure that, you're also leveling up your environment as you level up yourself. It's very important. So you don't want someone to come visit you and look at you and then look at your house. Just a tip, like I know my house is nice, but it could be nicer. So that's what I'm doing. I'm leveling it up how I want to see it and how I imagine it should look. So of course I went for a more Victorian vintage style when I decorated. You all know that my taste is a little bit vintage, and I don't like modern looking furniture or modern looking decor. So I really like antiques and vintage looking decor. Um, so if you have like a modern style, then go ahead and incorporate your own style into what your house looks like. I just like this vintage Victorian type look. The modern furniture is more in the living room, and we're trying to make look at velvet. We're trying to make this even look a little bit more vintage or academia type look with the books and like the glass and the darker colors. So I'm trying to incorporate the style. So I'm trying to balance out my feminine parlor and dining area with the more masculine looking living room area, kind of like academia, study type, masculine lounge. Since James spends a lot of time in here, I wanted it to feel more masculine. So we kind of have the darker leathers in here, the fire going, and I added a lot of books, and there's a telescope there, and just a few darker pieces to kind of make the masculine and feminine balance of the downstairs. You guys, this quote is so true if you got a chance to read it. I decided to put a lot of the green in one area just to focus all of my collection of green glass. I think it turned out really pretty. I made Sasha a heart shaped just egg omelet, which is plant based egg mix. It has no egg in it. A lot of people were confused of why I'm always cooking omelets. This is a plant based egg mix called Just Egg, and it tastes really good. So if you guys are trying to go plant-based, try Just Egg. And there's Sasha's breakfast. Layla's already at school. If you guys are always wondering why Sasha's only getting breakfast, because by that time I'm ready to film. I'm up. I'm awake. Layla gets her breakfast early, and I'm not focused on a lot at that time because it's so early. Nothing like a good cup of tea. This one is from Eternity. It's a little heart shaped. And the tea strainer is also from Eternity as well. You guys, this was so cute. Look at that. Anthony and Cleopatra tea. Oh my. Guys, the store is on Etsy. It's called Eternity. This tea I'm making right here is called Peach Lemon. It is a loose tea that I purchased from the grocery store. And this tea strainer also works well on my teapot. So I'm thrilled about that. And I use it a lot now. So the kids wanted vegan pizza again. We this time bought the rolled out dough that is going to bake up. So this is by Bistro Pizza, and we already rolled out our dough and put it on the pizza pan, and we of course have that classico pizza sauce and some olive oil spray, and we just made a pizza because we were in the mood for pizza. It turned out really good and much better than the pre-made pizza dough that's already kind of cooked. So it tastes more authentic. It smelled like Chuck E. Cheese pizza when we took it out of the oven, though it was funny. So the kids kind of remembered the smell of Chuck E. Cheese when they were little, and it was funny how it brought back memories when we took this pizza out of the oven. It smelled so good. So we're putting like those vegan meat sprinkles on there, or crumbles as they call it, and this is what it looked like when it came out of the oven. Look how cheesy. Oh my gosh. If you want the crust more crispy, you can bake it longer. But yeah, it was so good. So I'm just taking you guys' packages to mail, and thank you guys so much for ordering Level Up Cosmetics. And if you missed our tea time on Patreon, make sure you guys sign up for tea time. This was Layla and I on our live tea time on the Patreon. One of our Patreon members was talking about African food and Nigerian food. And so right after our tea time, we decided for dinner we wanted to go and have some okra stew and some fufu. And we found an African Caribbean restaurant right around the corner from our house. So that's where we went. The food was so good. It was spicy. Y'all know I love spicy food now. So yes, you guys have to try okra stew and fufu. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.